Now, let's move up to the Empire State of New York, where the governor Andrew Cuomo announces a multi-state council and hopes the worst would be behind them. Abigail Dumlao from Rochester with her report. Abigail, hello.
Hello, Alfred. Throughout this pandemic, New York has had the unfortunate recognition of being #1 in the country for both COVID cases and deaths. As of this morning, 140 people in the state have tested positive for this virus, and 10,834 New Yorkers have lost their lives. Governor Cuomo placed these numbers into perspective, noting that this virus has become a silent killer, with more than 4 times as many people killed from this pandemic than during the September 11 terrorist attacks. Despite the dire situation here in New York, the governor shared a sense of cautious optimism, noting that for the first time today, net change in the total number of hospitalizations was negative, meaning to say that for the first time since the beginning of the pandemic, there were more people being discharged than there were being admitted into the healthcare system. Governor Cuomo is hoping that this new data means that the policies enacted to protect New Yorkers are finally beginning to see positive results, and he hopes that means the worst of the virus is finally behind us. Still, the governor is reminding all New Yorkers not to take this as a sign that everything will now quickly go back to normal, but instead have realistic expectations that this will be a long period of recovery for the state and for the country. He continues to remind all citizens to adhere to social distancing and travel only when absolutely needed. Cuomo also yesterday announced their creation of a multi-state council in partnership with neighbor states New Jersey, Connecticut, Delaware, Rhode Island, and Pennsylvania. This council will be responsible for coordinating reopening of the regional economy by making sure the states work together to lift social isolations, restrictions without risking an increase in infection rates. Cuomo tweeted on Sunday, "When things are their worst, you will see the very best and worst of people. Sometimes it will break your heart, but you will also be inspired beyond belief by goodness of others. At the end of the day, goodness wins." In Rochester, New York, Abigail Dumlao, Eagle News. We live in interesting times.